Alright, what's going on? So, here we go with a review for Battle for Los Angeles. And let's just get right into it. So, the title says it all for this movie. Battle for Los Angeles. Aliens invade, they attack all the world, and they're coming, but you don't know why, and they're just attacking from every point on the Earth, and it's just a worldwide invasion, and they're about to take over Los Angeles. So, and there's a plot with, there's Aaron Eckhart and his crew who are in LA trying to stop the aliens. Alright, so what's good about this movie? The action is fucking awesome. The action is really, really well directed. It's very reminiscent of District 9. It's like someone watched the third act of District 9 a bunch of times, like, let's make this into an entire movie, it'll be awesome. And that's pretty much what they did here, but it didn't turn out quite nearly as awesome as that movie did. In fact, this movie isn't even on the same level as District 9. Nor is it for Black Hawk Down, which people are comparing to. I didn't really see a comparison to Black Hawk Down till, like, the very, very end. But nevertheless, another really cool thing about this movie, the aliens are really awesome. They designed the aliens in a really cool, unique way to make them, like, biotic but also mechanical, and they have really cool technology that's really interesting to watch, like, make them blow up shit, and, you know, and they always, like, pull out something new, but it's not always quite explained, you know, like, everything about the aliens, but they give you a good amount of information about them, like, enough that it actually is a good reason why they're attacking, and it keeps your interest in the action scenes, at least, during this movie. So, and now we get to what's bad about this movie. The dialogue is terrible. There is no good dialogue. Nothing in this movie is cleverly written. Everything they say just sounds so fucking stupid. The only actor who can really sell their lines is Aaron Eckhart. There are moments where he says something, you're like, that just sounded dumb as hell, but he totally sells it. Just to put this in perspective, the last line of the movie goes like this. Aaron Eckhart gets asked something and turns, he's like, we've already had breakfast. That's his last line. Like, I'm an actor, but I kind of would have read that, been like, Schwarzenegger never said anything really that badass in his movies, but alright. And moving on, there's no character development in this movie. None. The characters, they try to show a little something for them, and people are telling me that this isn't that kind of movie where they're developing characters. Well, I can tell you right now, I don't remember the names of any characters. None of them were memorable, and they were all just really bland and forgettable. And another big problem with this movie, it's 2 hours long, okay? At around, right before the third act and it really gets action-packed, there's like a 20-minute scene where it's so boring and they're just talking about just the dumbest things, and you're like, you need to just get the fuck back out there and start blowing things up because I'm about to fall asleep. And, don't get me wrong, when the action happens, it is really cool and it is really clever at certain points with the action, but it just stopped me from really loving this movie. And it starts with a bang, okay? I'll say that. But it immediately sizzles, and it goes, and it's sizzling, but then it goes up and it bangs, but it goes back to those moments of sizzling, but the bangs are really, really good. Like, the special effects, there's no moment where you're like, well, that looks kind of fake, and that doesn't look quite right. Everything looks completely realistic in how it should. So, personally, I was disappointed by this movie. I was expecting, whoa, this is going to be like a District 9 sequel. This is going to be totally fucking awesome. And, it really wasn't that amazing. If you really want to check this out, by all means, check it out in theater. I would not pay full price for this. If you want my word for it, just rent this. Yeah, that sounds freaking crazy, and I look insane, but just rent this movie. There's nothing that spectacular about it. So, that's all I gotta say about that movie. Click anywhere, do something on the page, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys later with, I think the next movie I'm going to do is Paul. So, peace out, man.